Thank you very much for the invitation, first of all. It's a pleasure again to join the second annual Workforce Mobility Summit and be part of such a timely discussion. I would like to warmly thank the Embassy of India in Athens, Machás and Partners, and Dynamic Staffing Services, Maroon, for bringing together government representatives, businesses, legal experts, and practitioners around an issue that has become increasingly important for the Greek economy. I will only take 3 minutes of your time to hear all the amazing discussion we're going to hear later, but this discussion matters because workforce availability is no longer a secondary issue. It's becoming a central issue for growth, competitiveness, and investment. Greece continues to move forward economically, but labor shortages remain a real constraint. International organizations such as the OECD are clear that easing labor shortages is one of the priorities of Greece to sustain strong growth in the coming years. We see this very clear in the practice. Businesses in construction, manufacturing, shipping, hospitality, agriculture, and other productive sectors are looking not only for capital, markets, and infrastructure. They're also looking for people. They need workers, technicians, and staff. They have to expand, deliver projects on time, and remain competitive. This is why the discussion on Metaklisis is not only a migration discussion, it's also a business discussion, and increasingly a development discussion. At Enterprise Greece, this is highly relevant to our mission. We work every day to support investment, exports, and international profile of Greece as a business destination. And today, when investors assess a country, they do not ask only about tax, energy, infrastructure, or licensing. They also ask a very practical question. Can I find people I need in order to operate and grow? So workforce availability has become part of investment readiness. This is why legal and well-managed labor mobility deserves serious attention. Greece now has a new migration framework which entered into force in March 24. The direction in our view should be clear. Procedures must be lawful, efficient, predictable, and transparent. At the same time, workers' rights and decent working conditions must be fully respected. Only in this way can labor mobility be sustainable and trusted by all sides, the state, employers, and by the workers themselves. India is an important partner in this discussion. Our bilateral relationship has clearly gained momentum in recent years. Since the elevation of Greece-India relations to strategic partnerships in 2023, both countries have been working to deepen cooperation in trade, investment, connectivity, and people-to-people ties. Importantly, the joint statement of February 24 refers specifically to the need for a migration and mobility partnership that will facilitate labor mobility between the two countries. And just last month, in February 26, the two prime ministers again highlighted the talent mobility and shipping among the areas for stronger cooperation. This makes the present discussion even more relevant. Greece and India have every reason to work together in a structured and forward-looking way. Greece has real labor needs in important sectors. India has talent, scale, and an increasingly important role in the global economy. If this cooperation is designed properly, legally, ethically, and with the needs of the real economy in mind, it can create value for both sides. From our perspective, the goal should not just be a short-term fix. The goal should be a credible system, a system with better matching between employers and workers, faster and more predictable procedures, stronger cooperation with trusted international partners, better information for companies, and a framework that supports growth without lowering standards. This is also where dialogue between public institutions, the legal community, and the private sector becomes essential. No single institution can solve this challenge alone. It requires coordination, seriousness, and realism. So at Enterprise Greece, we welcome this discussion because it touches on a fundamental issue for Greece's next phase of growth: how to ensure that investment, production, and international competitiveness are supported not only by capital and policy, but also by the human resources that the economy needs. Thank you again for the invitation, and I wish you a very successful this year's summit, and I look forward to this productive discussion. Thank you very much.